Okay, we're in Fire Giant Caverns. Need to find an ancient red dragon. Or not really. Find the final word of power.
Oh, now you got me mad!
Red dragon or not?
The task is done. It is certain as death itself.
Yes.
The task is done.
Yeah, it's just typical crab all over the place. Okay, I'm pretty much resigned to the fact that we're not gonna get any real equipment upgrades. Maybe a better protection ring or a cloak, but that's pretty much it. I wish we have a good weapon. Not super powerful, but stun effect is very annoying. Okay, these guys are actually fairly decent.
I'm gonna rip your head off! Let's go!
East to Fire Giant domain, so this isn't even Fire Giant domain.
Only one way out!
Bullshit.
Only one.
Sneak attack and critical hits got written on.
To be
Get him!
Okay, this is, well, not super important, but well, still. Weapon Master, level 5. Increased multiplier, so +1 to all attacks with weapon of choice too. So, good level up. Increased weapon multiplier, superior weapon focus, and weapon specialization, better late than never. Or did we take it already? Apparently we did. So what the hell am I gonna take? Cold shots might work because we're a warrior. -4 attack penalty. Must overcome target's discipline check. Successful cold shot against the legs reduces opponent's movement rate. Successful cold shot against the arms applies a cumulative -2 penalty to their attack rolls. They could easily neutralize an opponent without actually killing him. But that's not really how things work here. We improve the initiative. Character gains +4 bonus to initiative checks. It basically determines who attacks first. Who gets the first strike when two guys meet. Toughness wouldn't be bad. Bonus hit point per level. Just energy. Improved knockdown wouldn't hurt either. Character with this feat counts as one size category larger when he makes a knockdown attack. All other knockdown conditions still apply. Not quite sure what the exact effect is, but you can't even. I don't think you can even knock down certain creatures that are too large. So, and you do get a bonus if you try to attempt to knock down something that's smaller than you. So, our knockdown attempts will probably work a lot better. I'm actually thinking of taking Great Cleave. As Cleave, except there is no limit to the number of additional attacks the character may make after killing one opponent. It's not a super useful one, but it does have, I think, a use that it's not immediately obvious. Because you'd think that it's... Well, every time you get a... You think how it works is like this. Normal cleave gives you an extra attack when you kill something. So you would think that if you kill something, you get an extra attack. Kill something, you get an extra attack. I mean, the Great Cleave. That's how you think it works. There's no limit to the number of additional attacks that a character may make after killing one opponent. So you could have 100 guys around you, and in theory you could basically kill them all in a single round. Naturally that'll never work, and if the opponents are so bad that you don't give a crap. But I think you can get more additional attacks with this. As I said, it's not particularly good, because Cleave already gives you that one attack, and the enemies are so good at this point that usually it's pretty hopeless to even consider getting a second attack. But you do get more extra Cleave attacks. And with a guy that has a fairly high critical hit chance, well, we don't have it, but in theory, especially if we get the next to level 17, we would probably get it. This isn't particularly good for us. If we'd had a better critical threat, then it would be better. But basically, if you can, with a large number of attacks, if you can kill a target, get the cleave attacks, and you add your additional attacks to that, you usually can kill at least a couple of guys within a turn, and that the greater cleave translates into additional attacks on top of that within the turn. The problem is it works, so it doesn't work just for those weak enemies, it works for at least moderate level enemies too, but it requires you to have a lot of sort of fighting and killing ability already in place, and even then you don't really need it. That's the problem. It's not like it's a terrible feat, it's just if you can kill opponents that fast, you probably aren't going to need it in the first place. I just don't know what to pick. Everything's sort of we don't really need anything, which should make the decision easier, but it doesn't. I think I'll take more life. More attack power would be preferable. Improved initiative, I'll take that. North Farjan domain. East Farjan domain. Oh shit, this is a massive area. Now we better speed up. Vogar. Who are you? Hey you. Pull this lever here beside the door and get me out of this prison. Come on, I've got information you might be interested in.
Hello?
Fine. Not like we have anything to lose.
Hello?
Thanks for sparing me from that cell. I guess I owe you one. So what can I do for you? I'm seeing if he has information. My name is Volgar. The fire giants caught me trying to sneak in here about a month ago. I thought they were going to kill me, but I managed to convince King Skrak that I'd make a better advisor than a stew. I was just looking for a few gems or maybe some gold, and instead I end up a prisoner forced to use my brilliant mind to get out. Giant king too stupid to rule his own people. Tell me about the dragon experiments. I could tell you what I know, sure, but this kind of information doesn't come cheap. 500 gold pieces and I'll tell you everything I know. Better be worth it. A pleasure doing business with you. Now what was it you wanted to know? Klauth has some Yuan-Ti sorcerers working for him. Those damn shapeshifters have been using magic to grow an egg into a full-grown dragon in the space of a few months instead of the centuries it normally takes. Not sure why they're doing this, but I know the adult dragons tend to disappear after reaching maturity. I bet it has something to do with Klauth trying to recapture his youth. He's pretty old, even for one of his kind. Tell me about Klauth. He's an ancient red dragon who's made his lair here beneath the giant complex. King Skrog and all his giants serve Klauth. It's almost like they worship him as some kind of god or something. But Klauth is old even for a dragon, and his days are numbered. That's why he has the giants gathering dragon eggs, so he can use them for those bizarre experiments in the basement. Yeah. Anything else you know? Klauth, the experiments in the basement. I think I did pretty damn good, considering I was a prisoner the whole time I was here. Yeah. I'll be going. Well, if you go then, good luck. Hope you get rid of Skrog. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. As for me, I'm out of here. Another massive map. There aren't that many rooms here, they're just larger, on a larger scale.
You and me! Let's go! Death comes for us all! Get him! Nobody!
Ooh. Hmm.
Get him!
Yeah, the stunning effect is incredibly useful. At least against this type of enemy. Prisoners? Why do you have bookshelves and an armoire here? The orc was in an actual jail cell. These are not.
I greet you.
Praise the gods! When we heard you outside the door, we thought you were giants coming to haul us off to the kitchens.
Who are you?
We are simple farmers. The fire giants captured us in a raid. Now we are held prisoner until they decide to feast on our bones. Please take us with you. Our families will reward you if you save us.
Okay. They're elves. That's a human, that's an elf. Questions?
We don't know anything. We were thrown in this room by the giants and we arrived when we first arrived, and haven't been allowed to leave since. Please take us with you. Our families will reward you for saving us.
I can't really do anything other than ask who they are for some reason. Yeah, the only choice I have is to either allow them to come with us or not. Also, they're carrying weapons by the looks of it, so I think they are not prisoners. Well, I didn't get negative alignment changes, so I think they were not really prisoners. Who were they? Don't care. Not prisoners though, definitely not farmers. Ritual book. This tome details the process of capturing a dragon's essence within a dragon sphere. The ritual is most effective when used upon a newly hatched worm whose growth has been accelerated using spells and enchantments. A beast whose mind is still empty and pure. Only these have the vitality and energy of youth necessary to prolong the life of the mighty Klauth. The creature to be absorbed must be lured or trapped within the center of the ritual room, and the dragon sphere must be placed upon the pedestal. The dragon's body will be instantly consumed even as its very life force is sucked into the sphere. The sphere itself for Klauth to feed on at his leisure. But a warning, lest you displease the master and suffer his terrible wrath. Should a dead dragon body be absorbed, the sphere must be destroyed immediately. If it is mistakenly presented to Klauth, he may devour the essence of a dead worm, poisoning him and dealing his awesome might a crippling blow. Okay, that's how we kill him, I guess. We might as well. He probably has the loots, he has the experience. Ooh, can we
Is
upgrade
there
your item?
something you...
You are a tool of the Silent Lord.
You enact his will upon this world, spreading death everywhere you go. The Silent Lord has brought us together for a reason. You are here to aid me in this challenge. The very fact that you are here is proof the Silent Lord wants me to ask for your help in this task. What task? I must assassinate one of the Inner Circle's members. Only by delivering one of their number into the Silent Lord's hand am I worthy to join them. There is a catch. It is forbidden for one of my order to slay one of the Inner Circle unless we use a weapon blessed by the Inner Circle themselves. Why would they bless a weapon just so someone else can use it to kill them? You forget? We do not fear death. The custom exists to ensure that when one of the Inner Circle is slain, it is by a monk who has been proved worthy of the honor. When one of the Inner Order joins the Inner Circle, they must bless a weapon that may be used to deliver them to the Silent Lord. They then take the weapon and secret it away in a place of great danger. Finding one of these blessed weapons requires luck, skill, and faith. In fact, we believe only the guiding hand of the Silent Lord will deliver a blessed weapon into the possession of one of our order. So you want me to find this weapon? At first I feared enlisting your aid would be sacrilegious. However, now I realize that you are a tool of the Silent Lord. You are here specifically to help me find one of the blessed weapons. How can you recognize a blessed weapon? The sacred weapons are all emblazoned with the symbol of my order, the outstretched hand of the Silent Lord reaching to claim us all. Do not fear. As long as you seek the words of power, I shall serve you, and in serving you I serve the will of the Silent Lord. If I am meant to find one of the sacred weapons, will be in your service, as you continue to carve out your blood-stained legend. I have a dagger here with a skeletal hand on it. Yes, this is the mark of my order. Wait, I feel a faint aura emanating from the blade. Yes, this is one of the blessed weapons of the Inner Circle. Once more you have proved yourself an agent of my master. I bestow upon you this talisman, a gift normally reserved only for those of my order. What is it? We could upgrade the Red Tiger amulet too now then. +4 level, immunity to level and ability drain. So it would be +4 amulets with some additional bonus. I think I know how to complete that too. I'm not doing it now. I'm not getting out of here just to do it. I think the Uthgard Elk tribe will have the component we need for dealing the Red Tiger. I wonder how well a well works here. In the middle of a lake of lava, are you seriously getting water from somewhere? Maybe it's a lava well. Although it's all over the place. That is the point.
I'm gonna rip your head off and
The silent. its hidden.
Summoning shrines.
It is certain as death itself. The task is
I
done.
have the impression that if you destroy one, a fire elemental will pop up. Yeah. A dead end. Spiders. So there was nothing of really interest here. I guess the ritual book. So whoever the two females were, they were the probably involved in the rituals.
Get him!
There should be a dead end of some kind. This.
It is certain as death itself. The task
Like
is
some kind
done.
of a special room. Brunhilda's diary. This appears to be the diary of Brunhilda, Aurel's daughter, a Frost-Giant princess. The entries are a hate-filled chronicle of the mistreatment and cruelty Brunhilda suffered at the hands of King Skrag, a fire giant she was forced to marry nearly 3 months ago. Final entry explains Brunhilda's ultimate fate. Today, in front of his court, Skrag vowed to consummate our marriage this very night. The coward will no doubt keep his entire retinue of guards in the room during our wedding, for fear I may try to kill him, as I did the last time he dared to defile my bedchamber. I will never let that pit touch me, though if I resist I know they will beat me again. I can endure the suffering and pain of this life no longer. Skrag dares not kill me for fear of breaking the alliance with my mother. Tonight I shall take my own life and finally be free of this wretched existence. I guess this is what the
It cannot be done.
fine. Prisoner referred to when he was saying that it couldn't happen to a nicer guy if we kill the king. So,
Oh, now Whoa! Slow down, hotshot!
It is
Don't
certain
just
as
stand there!
death itself.
Huge number of attacks a fighter has works well with the what is it? Vampiric ability of a weapon, so that drains life.
Get him!
It has to be King's Claw. Oh crap. Oh crap. And he's down. Stunned and pass amulet. Picture of a golem on one side of the amulet, rune warding on the other. We already have a ritual book, know what it does. So it's an alternative, the women are an alternative way to get the ritual book, a much easier way.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
Slug.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
The Silent Lord!
I'm gonna rip your head off and make it my puppet!
Deep cave, Klauth's lair. Slot cavern. That doesn't sound good.
Ooh, now you got me mad!
Yes, Slot Lord. Yeah, that doesn't sound good either.
Get him!
The Silent Lord take you!
Why did you open it? Oh my fucking god.
Okay,
Dumb son of a
everyone
bitch.
follow me and see how it's
As
done.
certain as death itself.
Ooh, now you got me mad!
You don't want to start a boss fight of any kind when you already have handfuls with other creatures, so do not just let this be a lesson to you. Don't be a dumbass.
Don't just step.
The Silent Lord take you!
Oh shit, if we're gonna go there, we might as well go.
Feel the chill touch of the grave!
It's absorbing a lot of damage.
Okay, everyone follow me.
No, you're not going there.
Everyone follow me and see how it's done.
You're too goddamn stupid to contribute in any way.
Whoa!
Stay here.
Get him! Don't just stand there. Grab some heads. Get him!
Ooh, that's really late. Probably has a tongue and a ritual book. This game wants to be really sure that the player has a ritual book. Can't really blame it. Ancient Red Dragon is probably beyond what we can really take on. It would be a very exhausting fight, if nothing else. Properly buffed and using a lot of heals
Okay,
could get through
everyone
it,
follow me
at least I
and
think.
see how it's
But
done.
we're talking about a creature that probably has enough power in his breath weapon alone to really overcome all our defenses. So any extended fight is going to be incredibly risky.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
You will die!
So we'll have to kill the blue dragon and then use the dragon orb. So, I don't think there's any good way to do this. Lost item, weaken the union. We don't have enough room for it. Okay. Sleeping. Wakey, wakey.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
Get Dragon Sphere. I'm glad. Okay. I guess there's more or less only one thing to do at this point. Guardian Champion.
Feel
Hmm. Let's see if we can sell the Queen Dragon next to it.
So, at last you have come. I assume my fire giant servants are dead. No matter. They are of little consequence to me. I can find other servants. Perhaps even you will serve. Come closer. I will not harm you. These last days of the eons of my life pass slowly now, and I would speak with you to break the monotony.
How do you know my name? I am old as time itself. The infinite wisdom of eternity is mine to command. Your name and your deeds are known to me, and I shall remember them long after history has forgotten you. Questions? I'm Klauth, the ancient worm. I know much that is hidden. I even know you seek the words of power, remnants of the creator race, so you can save this city you call Neverwinter. Ask your questions, and I shall answer, if it pleases me. Tell me about the creator race. This land was not always ice and snow. Once it was steaming jungle, ruled over by a race of powerful ruthless lizardmen who forced the lesser creatures, all of you humans, dwarves and elves, to serve them as slaves. But the land changed. The world grew cold, and the old ones died out and became a forgotten legend in the mists of time. Now all that remains is the legacy of their glory, the words of power. What do you know about them? The words are ancient, fashioned by the creator race when even I was young. The power of the words is great. Once I even thought their magic could sustain me. Oh, I know better now. The magic of the words is not the sword I need to prolong my life, and so the word of power sits in my hoard, as meaningless as all the other material treasures I have collected over eons of time. I know you desire the word, and it is of no use to me, so I will give it to you in trade. What kind of trade? There is only one thing I desire, and that is to prolong my life. I perform dark rituals to feed my essence, and for these rituals I need the eggs of other dragons. Bring me these treasures, and I will give you the word of power. Hmm. Hmm. Could do the trade then, couldn't we? Yes. But then we couldn't get the reward from the gold dragon, and we couldn't get his hoard. If we kill him, as we have the means to, we could get his hoard and the reward from the gold dragon. So naturally my considerations are a bit out of game because going against ancient red dragon is probably extremely dangerous. So there's that consideration to have too, but it doesn't really apply. It would be an interesting thing to try to play in a way where it does. Sort of take all the precautions you can, try to play it safe in certain situations simply because it's an incredible risk to your life to do otherwise. But here I definitely see us getting more out of this if we kill the bastard. Um, I'll be back as soon as I have these dragon eggs. Um, can I trade the eggs? Then give the sphere.
So you
I have the eggs of a dragon right here. Then all you have to do is give them to me, and the word of power shall be yours. Take the eggs. Then I give you the legacy of the creator race. This key will open the chamber behind me, where the word is stored. The word of power is yours, as it is of no use to me anyway. Hmm, we didn't get anything out of it. Uh, have an essence sphere. Where do we go now? Um, buffs. I have no illusions about the fact this will be potentially a very tough fight, even with the poison. Even if we give him the poison sphere, although it could be the other way around. Because if his stats also suffer from it, then we might have a much easier time with it. No clarity. Grimnog might use it because he would be immune to the fear then. Yeah, it's about as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, don't mind us spotting right next to you. I'm not sure where it was, but in some game, I just don't recall it, is if you start buffing next to enemy, they'll basically take it as a hostile and start to fight, which is makes
Once
sense.
more you return to speak to me.
I have an essence sphere here. Ah, an essence sphere with the soul of a full-grown dragon already trapped within me for to feast upon. Give it to me, and I shall reward you with a mountain of gold for my vast hoard. I'm at least pretending that because we already did a deal with him, he's more inclined to trust us with the sphere, because otherwise it doesn't make much sense. Here, take the orb. Here's your reward, 5,000 gold pieces. Now I must savor this sweet essence of life.
Betrayer, the tainted essence of a dead dragon. Now you will die.
Badly injured, so he lost about, what, um, more than half of his health? Quite sure how the counting goes.
Don't just stand there!
We need to spread
Crack some
about,
heads!
so fire breath doesn't kill us both. Yeah, we're having at least values of 48 and 44 hit it, so I think we're okay. Yeah, he'll spend last of his seconds buffing himself up. He's casting a healing spell, no, attack spell, but he's dead. Excellent. And that pretty much wraps up this chapter. We have the companion quest for Dalen still, but that's it. And another guide, probably another Wicked Union.
The third word is yours, but time is short and Morag stirs. The city you call Neverwinter is under siege. Soon it will fall to Morgrim, and he will possess the Source Stone.
What's this Source Stone?
Morag was the queen of my people. The Old Ones, the Creator race. It was she who created the Source Stone when the world became cold and the snow covered the land. Morag used the words to put her people into a deep hibernation when the cold winter came. imprisoning the heat of the steam fissures in the magical source stone, and her and all her people with it.
Why would she imprison herself inside the source stone? Because she couldn't survive. Dumbass.
The old ones could not survive the coming of the winter storm. Morag sought a shelter where she could escape the death of ice and cold. Within the source stone, Morag would gather her strength year after year, century after century. When her power waxed full, we word slaves would awaken the queen to banish the never-ending winter.
So you think if Morag awakes, she'll turn the north into a tropical jungle?
The source stone is buried beneath the streets of Neverwinter. And even in its dormant state, the magical heat radiating from within keeps the city habitable during the coldest blizzards. Imagine what will happen when the power is awakened fully and released. Those who survive the global warming will become slaves to the creators. And I will be bound to the words of power once more. I will not allow this to happen!
How did Morgan become involved in all this?
Something has awakened Morag's spirit. Though her body and true power remain trapped in the source stone for now. She speaks to Morgrim through projections, as I am speaking to you. Morgrim serves her, a pawn blinded by her promises of rewards and power. The plague was the first step in Morag's return. Each death fed the Queen's power, bringing her closer to a true awakening. Now, Morgrim seeks to claim the words of power the Lord's Alliance has hidden in Castle Never to complete the awakening. If he succeeds, Morag will bring complete and utter devastation to the north.
Complete and utter devastation, huh? Sounds serious.
You must return to Neverwinter before the city falls. Speak to the one you call Aaron Gend. I will try to meet you there.
Okay, return the head and then do Dalen's quest quickly. I'm pretty sure he wants some kind of an urn. Ashes of Uthgard. So the Uthgard elk tribal have it.
I smell blood and something else. Something foul. You have the head of Klauth, the ancient red worm. Give it to me, that I might see the proof of his death with my own eyes.
Here's the worm's head, mighty Golgotha.
The terror of Klauth has been ended. No longer will his minions raid my lair. The evil power of the ancient worm has been broken. We dragons are loath to part with our treasure hoard, but you have earned your reward. Take this, the premier item of all the treasure I have collected.
The belt. Yeah, I don't want to argue with this. Maybe it's a fancy build.
Hey, I'll take.
Union number 2. Red Dragon armor. Ooh, +5 armor with 25 resist. Versus +1 armor. Yeah, I think I'll change it. I think I'll change it indeed. The other armor did have its advantages, so it's not like it's a bad one in any way. What is this? Ceremonial Uthgard Barrel. Immunity to death, magic, immunity to disease, improved saving throws, fortitude +5. So now we have our immunity to death magic belt with other nice goodies. Yeah, this is what I was wondering. It's a cool looking hand axe. Ember's axe. +4 versus outsiders, +2 versus... it's not that great, but nice looking one. And +4 strength belts, which we already have. Belt of Guiding Light really serves no purpose at the moment. Yep, that's pretty much it. All the potions are incredibly expensive. I'll actually still buy a few. A couple of antidotes. We might have to move around without the amulet of health, so we are not protected from poisons all the time. We have a lot of healing potions. At the same time, I would not mind having more. Yep, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That should be enough for all our purposes. If we have to buy some potion, I'd rather buy some that gives us buffs. Bark skin and the like. Gonna have
Is
to wait
there
here.
something you need?
Greetings and well met. Yes?
Yeah, I'm not really interested in your story this time.
Yes?
Great hero King Uthgar. Only
Yes?
the final part. Okay. As you know, I'm on a vision quest to prove myself a true Uthgar warrior. Last night I had a vision to guide me on my quest. I have seen the spear in my dreams. According to the legends of my people, the Uthgard tribes will never be united until Uthgard's spear is found. This is how I must prove myself worthy of my tribe. I must find Uthgar's spear, though I do not know where to look. I think I had it at one point and I think I sold it. Can I even afford to buy it back if needed? Although it could be in the Elk tribe still. Uthgard ceremonial spear, I think we did get it. For helping the Elk tribe. Uthgard ceremonial spear. Is this it? I don't want to spend 70,000 on an item that isn't it. We can afford it though.
Yes?
I have a spear here. Is this Uthgar's spear? Yes, this is the spear of my dreams. Uthgar's spear. Because of you I can return to my people, but prove my spirit is worthy of the Red Tiger tribe. So we get a +4. Version of the amulet we're wearing. And you, yeah, spell resistance, well that's something. It probably won't make really a difference, but it is something there, so if we get lucky we might be able to ignore or shrug off spell effects entirely. It's not entirely unwelcome. By the way, I think this is a wrap on this chapter.
I have just received the latest reports from the battlefield, and things are grim. The walls of Neverwinter have been breached, and the Lord's Alliance has retreated to Castle Never under the onslaught.
Yeah, considering this story, wouldn't you much rather be fighting that fight than this? At least have a part in it during those tough fights where you might be making victories here and there, but you're still going to have to fall back because of the enemy onslaught.
Erebeth, with her intimate knowledge of our strategies, crushes our forces in every encounter. Half the city is under the control of her Luskan forces. And what of your mission? Have you found the success our troops have not?
I have found another word of power.
Finally, some good news. And not a moment too soon. Even now, I am preparing to leave for Castle Neverwinter, to help ensure the words I sent there for safekeeping are not captured by Erebeth. I might as well open my coffers to you before we go. The money was meant to fund the defense of the city, and you seem to have done more for that cause than anyone else. Better I give the funds to you than let the Luskan forces loot them. I will admit that I never had much faith in you. But you have proved me wrong. Take these 4,000 gold pieces as a reward. You have earned it.
Again, 4,000 seems like a lot, but at the same time, what can you possibly buy with it? Single potion of heal. Yeah, so that's your great reward here. So that's the you have to scale your rewards to be relevant to the player. I guess the proper way would have been to scale down on the prices of the loot, the cost of items in general. I don't know why they simply didn't. My bad charisma and poor appraisal skill probably isn't gonna do us any favors here, but still, the difference can't be that massive. If the defense budget of the help to aid the city defense buys you a healing potion or two, that's probably a sign that you're under budget quite a bit, or under budgeted.
And there is more where that came from. If you accompany me to Neverwinter to aid in defending the city, the Lord's Alliance desperately needs someone such as you.
Yeah. We have two options basically, sort of a noble answer to him and mercenary answer. I don't think it makes a lick of difference. However, in sort of ways, I wish there was a pragmatic answer. I mean, you don't have to basically stop an evil villain from conquering the world and have to be some kind, do it out of the goodness of your heart. Self-preservation would be a sufficient reason. I will take a mercenary answer. I'll come with you, but only because I see a real potential for profit here. Well, that's also true, but that's not really why we're going.
Time grows short. We must return to Castle Never to defend its walls and the words of power within from Arabeth.
Yeah, he ignores my answer totally, so it didn't make any difference.
We will leave right now if you are ready.
My body is ready.
I only hope we are not too late.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a great ending to a game? Oops, you were too late. Scroll credits.